going to jump to verse 9, right? It says, these shall ye eat of all that are in the waters. Alright? Of all the things that are in the waters, the Lord is about to tell the children of Israel, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and West Indians, the Lord is about to tell you what you can eat. Alright? It says, whatsoever has fins and scales, I'm going to say it again, whatsoever have fins and scales, alright, in the waters, right, meaning both the ocean and the river, alright, because both the ocean and the river is water, alright, that represents the waters, alright. Man, sometimes you just gotta, man, that's some simple ass niggas out there, man. But you know, for brothers, you know, who are in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you know, you just know that I'm not talking to you. Alright? It says, in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat. Alright? It says, and all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, shall be an abomination unto you. So anything that doesn't have fins or scales that is in the waters, you ain't supposed to eat it. Alright? It's an abomination unto the nation of Israel, man. To an Israelite man, to an Israelite woman. Alright? From whatever tribe you're from. Alright? As long as you're of the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you ain't supposed to deal with anything that have that is without. You ain't supposed to eat anything within the waters that does not have fins, right, and that does not have scales. Alright? It says, they shall be even an abomination unto you. Ye shall not eat their flesh, but ye shall have their carcasses in abomination. Alright? So even their dead carcasses, you're supposed to have an abomination, man. Alright? It says, whatsoever has no fins nor scales in the water, that shall be an abomination unto you. So the Lord has repeated himself several times, man, saying, you know, whatsoever is without fins and without scales, it is an abomination unto you. Alright? You ain't supposed to eat it, man. Alright? That's a part of the dietary laws that the Heavenly Father has set up for the nation of Israel exclusively. Alright? Right? No other nation is a part of this thing, man. Alright? So them fake ass Jews, they could kosher this, kosher that, all they fucking want, man. The Most High ain't dealing with them. Alright? The reality of it, they can eat whatever the fuck they want, man. You know, the Most High really don't give a shit, man. You know? The only time they're going to be really put in check is in the kingdom of heaven, because they can't eat none of that mess in the kingdom of heaven. They're going to go by the law, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father. You know? Those laws, statutes, and commandments that the other nations are not subject to at this moment. Alright? Yep, them same laws, man. Them other nations is going to have to deal with it in the kingdom of heaven, man. Alright? So, let's go into, I have up on the computer here a list of things, our creatures, you know, that are so-called edible, you know, as it pertains to the Most High's laws, you know. Now, it says you have a balcor. Now let's look what that is. Let me snip. Oh, Slakia brothers. I have this thing in a weird little order here. It says a balcor. Okay, let's look up what that is. All right, let's look up what that a balcor is. All right, let's get a. It really looks like a jack at the end of the day. It looks like a jack. You know, a balcor, or from the tuna family. You know, yep, it looks like a tuna, man. So That presumably is from the tuna family, you know. But they have, Esau sometimes have them little scientific names that he gives them. Let's read what it says. It says a Balcor. This is the scientific name that they have here on Wikipedia. It says Tunus alalongus is a type of tuna in the family Scumbridae. I can't even pronounce that, but nevertheless, I was right in my visual assessment of the fish, that it's from the tuna family, and tuna has scales, so it's a lawful fish, so yep, brothers, and even the sisters, as wicked as y'all are, once the lesson is being taught, and you're of the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, this stands for you too. Now, when you look at the tuna, as it pertains to what I had read earlier in Leviticus, it tells you, fins, see the fins right here, fin up there? Matter of fact, you know what, let me just do it this way. Let me do it this way, like I did it in the last lesson, and blow this bad boy up, man, so y'all brothers out there can see it. See that? This fish, Salakia, is in the tuna family, man. Salakia, I just want to set this up right. Yeah, it's in the tuna family, the tuna family. So let's point them out. The fins here, fins down here, there's a fin right here, and it's just laid down, that's all. And you have the tail fins, alright? And then if I had a better picture, I suppose I could show you the scales on this fish. So this tuna is a lawful fish, you know what I'm saying? It's in accordance, it's in accordance, Salakia, with the Most High's laws. Alright? So that's, that's the first one. Alright, so let's go back. Let's get rid of that and go back. The other one is anchovies, right? Anchovies. Alright. Now, this is a little, like, teeny tiny fish. That's a pretty decent picture. Anchovies. And if you look, close enough, you can see that this fish actually has scales, man. It has scales, Let me still try to get a better picture, like a bigger zoom in. You can see certain details and the way the light reflects off this fish, which, like I said before, is an anchovy. You can eat this fish. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you can eat anchovies, man. This is another fish that is in accordance with the laws of the Heavenly Father. Alright? That is slated for an Israelite man or Israelite woman to eat. Alright? Alright, so once again, let's go back. Alright? The next is a bluegill sunfish. Alright? Says blue gill sunfish. Oh shit, I spelled that wrong. Let's separate this. Alright. Alright, so let's look at this fish. Bluegill sunfish. Obviously you see all the fins and the scales. Fins and scales, man. Fins and scales. Once again, I'm gonna blow it up. so you brothers can see it, man. Fins and scales, man. You know, fins and scales. So this is another lawful fish that, you know, that can be eaten by an Israelite man or woman. Alright? So let's close that and go back. You know, the next one is bluefish. Let's get some bluefish here. Okay, hold up. Bluefish. Alright, I probably shouldn't have separated this thing. But let me just step back a little bit. Bluefish. Alright, let's go bluefish Wikipedia. Alright. I really wanted a real picture. This is more like a drawing. You know. You know, this is more like a drawing. But nevertheless, you know, nevertheless. Let me go back. You know. Let me go back. Blow this bad boy up. The way they drew it in detail. You know. They drew it in detail. So you can see, you know, brothers, you can see, you know, that this fish actually has scale. Fins and scales. Alright? You know, I'm just giving, you know, a rough, you know, kind of a example. So, and there are a lot of other fishes here, man, on this list that I have before me of, you know, types of fish that you can eat. So instead of like going through all the pictures, because, you know, according to the rules of the Heavenly Father, you know, it's really plain and simple, man. You know, fins and scales. That's the rule, man. Fins and scales. You know, that's what the Lord said. You know, so you have the blowfin or the bowfin fish. You have the buffalo fish. You have the butterfish, the carp. You know, was it carp chubs, cod. What is this? Crappies, flounder, freshwater mullet. Groupers, grunts, you know, the haddock, hake, halibut, you know, heron, kingfish, the mackerel, the mullet, the pike, the filchard, you know, sardines, red snappers, redfish, salmon, sea bass, smelt, you know, striped bass, trout, tunas, whitefin, and yellow perch. You know, those are some of the fishes that are lawful in the eyes of the Heavenly Father, man. You know, so that's a lot of fish, man. So I don't know how our people can go off, you know, into eating some of the crazy shit that y'all eat, man. You know, how that, yeah, man, you niggas, man. You know, you niggas, man. You just really fucking trip me the hell out, man. You know? So let's go into the fishes that you ain't supposed to eat. You know? Salakia. You know? There's one here. It says